Washington holds its grip on Wall Street. Today, stocks swung when it was learned that the president's controversial advisor, Steve Bannon, was out. It was a dramatic, if not necessarily unexpected, departure. He is the man who helped Donald Trump win the White House, but who also clashed with other senior presidential advisors on a number of issues, including top economic ones like trade. This week, he also gave an eyebrow-raising interview where he argued that an economic war with China had already begun and that there is no military solution to North Korea. Some say his departure could break the legislative logjam, something Wall Street may like if it means pushing through the president's pro-growth policies.
And that may be why stocks initially rose on word of Mr. Bannon's ouster. But the gains fizzled in choppy trading. Today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 76 points to 21,674. NASDAQ was off 5, S&P 500 down a modest 4. And it was the second week in a row during which all of the major indexes fell, as you see there. Bob Pisani has reaction on Wall Street to the events in D.C.
It was a very nervous open. Trading was mixed early on, but at 11:18 a.m. Eastern Time, word came from Washington news site Axios that the White House was prepared to fire controversial White House aide Steve Bannon. The S&P, which was down 5 points, promptly rallied in a matter of minutes and another 5 points over the next hour. When the New York Times confirmed that Bannon had been fired at about 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time, stocks rose further. The markets have spoken, and they clearly prefer White House economic advisor Gary Cohn for the stability that he provides. How much? Well, stocks dropped yesterday on erroneous reports Cohn might leave the White House and have rallied on confirmation that his arch nemesis, Bannon, is now gone. The important thing here is traders wanted a concerted effort to raise the debt ceiling and pass a budget resolution and then move rapidly to tax cuts. Today's rally is the market's way of saying that they believe tax cuts are still very much alive. Now, the S&P weakened after 1 p.m. Eastern Time, shortly after Breitbart's senior editor Joel Pollak tweeted #war, implying Bannon and or Breitbart may launch attacks against Cohn as well as Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. Still, the S&P finished slightly lower, and that can be considered a modest victory for the bulls, but there's no clear turnaround right now. So this is still very much a show-me market. We'll see what happens on Monday. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Bob Pisani at the New York Stock Exchange.